Hi, this is Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my channel. I'm here to share this journal tonight. I had applied to be on a design team for Shabby Dabby Doo Dah, and I was chosen among several other people that were chosen. And so this is my first design team project for May for Shabby Dabby Doo Dah. I will be linking all her information below this video for her Etsy shop and for her YouTube. And so this kit is called Blossom Blush, and it's in her Etsy shop. And this is Tina at Shabby Dabby Doo Dah. And when I was picking out this kit, this was really attracted to this kit because of the color. And the different ephemera in here is so pretty, and I'll show you that as we go through. But without delay, we'll get started with a flip through so that we don't make this video too awfully long. So I'll try to be a little quick because this is quite a chunky journal. I have a lot to show you, and I want it to be detailed because this is a design team, project. So what I have here as a closure is a pretty piece of wide vintage pink. It's a very light pink lace. So we'll just get that untied and we'll just get right in here. On the front is scrapbook paper, and this is a piece from the kit, and these flowers are also from the kit. I've used gray thread throughout to match the kit because I thought it looked so good. I mean, there are grays and pinks and whites and black in this kit. And so I wanted to use gray thread. I just thought it went so well. So I've got zigzag stitching around this piece and around the cover. And this cover I wanted to look like a book. That was my goal, but I didn't want to use actually a hardcover book. So I made the cover like this as like a book shape with a spine. And here's the back. I've got the wide lace here. I've got this old trim, vintage trim that looks so pretty with this whole shabby chic kind of vintage, almost Victorian look to this journal. The back here, the trim wraps around and it just kind of peeks over the edge here. So I think it just turned out so pretty like that. And let me see if I need to tell you anything else about the cover. I'll show you this side real quick. I've got some very old trims here on some pages, and I think it looks so pretty with those trims just peeking out a little bit. And I hope you can see kind of how that looks real well. That is just turned out so pretty, I think. And when I finished this journal, I kind of had it sitting on my table with the bow and everything around it, and I just was like, wow, that turned out so pretty. This kit is so beautiful. So that was my reaction. I thought I had a wow factor to it. Maybe that's just me, but I really just loved working with this kit, and it was just so much fun and so pretty. So we'll get started with the flip through. Inside the front cover, now I said it had pink and grays and whites and black. So I thought this black, actually had some black scrapbook paper, and I thought, wow, that would be perfect against, with the blacks that are in here, and it would really make the pink stand out. So I think I used it black in two pages, and you'll see that as we go through. But I used it inside the cover here, and you can see it's quite a contrast against the pink, and really makes it stand out. And also makes the flowers here stand out, which all of these flowers are from the kit. And of course, this page is from the kit. Really beautiful page as your starting page. So I've got the pocket here, and most of the ephemera in here, I'll point out what else. I'll tell you the ephemera is all backed with cardstock, and it's distressed. So I won't say every time, I won't say this is from the kit, because if it's not from the kit, I'll tell you. Otherwise, it's all from the kit. It had plenty of pages and ephemera, and I was determined to use it all in here so I wouldn't have any leftover. So I did manage to use it all. So I have quite a lot of ephemera in here. But this is page, well, I'm saying already, a piece from the kit, okay? But like I said, they're all from the kit, and I'll point it out if it's not from the kit. But I have a pretty little piece of tab here that's fabric, the gray thread, and there's the back on that. This is like almost like a coin size envelope. Here's the back. It's got a little flower right there. I've got a piece right here. So pretty. This is there's a couple of these in here, and this one's a smaller size. It's like a French menu. Isn't that cute? And then so that's in that envelope. And then here's the front of that. Isn't that pretty? A really pretty envelope. And so we had our first page here. I've got some, I've used this kind of pink, I think it's called seam binding. And so that is on the second page. This is not the thin piece. This is the wide lace. I have some pink seam binding in here that looks like thin lace too. And we'll get to that in a minute. But most of the pages from the kit I have dyed with pink food coloring. So I won't point that out every time. You'll just see the pink and you'll know that's pink food coloring. And this is a coffee dye page with the wide pink lace. And then a pink doily page from the kit with a pocket on the back. I've got a little silky white bow here with a pearl journaling card, a tag, so pretty. Look at those colors. And there's the pink lace I was talking about, the thinner seam binding right there. And then this is a book page that I took from a vintage book that I just got this actually, and I just thought these ladies looked, this is a book about sisters, and these ladies just look kind of like shabby chic Victorian, so I thought it would be cool to put a page in here. So you can see they're very, and it's pinkish hued on the back with some like a poem here, so very cool. I thought that would be cool to put that in here as some ephemera, add it to it. And there's that lace, pretty lace. Okay, so I have two envelopes here, one in each signature, and so they're decorated. This is a piece here from the kit, some old doily or trim there. Also decorated on this side, all pieces from the kit, book, vintage book page back there. Inside, I have a journaling card. Really pretty. I love the florals and just everything about this kit. It's just the colors are so cool. Here's a flower from the kit on scrapbook paper from my stash. That scrapbook paper was coffee dyed on the back. And this is scrapbook paper with a piece from the kit on here decorating it. I did a little, flip up, flip down here so you can journal in there. And it just closes up together. I thought that was so cool how I divided this piece in half, so it'd be like, you almost don't know that it opens, but then it does. And then I left it open on the back so you can have a little tuck spot here. This is from the kit, and so pretty. And then this is a piece of old ledger paper that I have, and it's pink and blue, so I thought that'd be fun to put a piece of that in here because it has pink lines. You don't see that in all the old ledger books, but I do have one with the pink lines, so I thought that was just fun to put a piece of that in here, and it matched all the pink in here. And those are behind there. Look at this pretty page from the kit, so pretty. It says Hotel Burgundy. There are some French words on some of the pages, or a lot of the pages. This is a vintage card that is paper that I picked up recently at a thrift store, and it was just laying by itself on a shelf or something, so I grabbed it and took it and bought it. And so I like the colors to put in this journal. I just thought I like to put cards in my journal, so here's the other side of that, so pretty. And then page from the kit, and there's the pink coffee dyed paper. Page from the kit here. I mean, I shouldn't say everyone pretty every time, because I'm just going to say right now, they're all pretty. All the pages from the kit are so pretty, so I won't say that every time. I'll just say it's a page from the kit, but they are all so beautiful. So this is a page from the kit. This is pink lined paper here. That's food color dyed. And then coffee dyed paper. And, oh, this is stationery. So it's coffee dyed on this side. This is some stationery from my stash that I thought was pretty in here. Some butterflies and just florals right here in the background. And like a lattice garden look to it. So I thought that was so pretty. And so here we're at the center. And what I have done here is I've got 2 layers of scrapbook paper. So here's the back, and on the flip out here, I decorated with pieces from the kit. They just fit on here so perfect, and I just kind of, you know, lined them all up here, you know, different ways, and I thought it looked so pretty like that. And this, on the back of this side, this is another reason I used this scrapbook paper, because I had this pretty floral here. And these 2 pieces are all zigzag stitched together. Okay, and then the pocket is open, so you can actually kind of have room to get things in here. And then I have pieces from the kit here, pieces of doily, a bead with a little kind of crystal looking dangle on it there. And then let me show you these pages without the ephemera in here. I just put this lattice kind of cut scrapbook paper that I had from a paper pad. It's a cut piece that I lined here, so it kind of looks like lattice. And then I've got florals from the kit. So I just thought that turned out so pretty with the black and that kind of coffee colored lattice on there, and the flowers kind of looks like a little garden. And then these pieces are a journaling card, and this almost looks like a mirror to me, but you could use this as a journaling card, or you could put a picture in here or write on here, whatever. Just, you know, I would say use your imagination. Pretty piece here. This is a little piece from my stash I thought looked cute, and she had a pinkish colored dress, so I put her in here for fun. A little, she's like a little doll, a little Victorian doll. So she's in that pocket. And just a pretty card here. And then a tag with some of that pretty lace on it. And then another, this is like a ticket shaped journaling card. And you can make these into pockets or tuck spots if you want, or use it as a journaling card, or whatever you think of to do with it. So the back of that, and then here's that stationery. So we're on the second half of this first signature. I made this little piece from the kit into a tab here on the stationery. So we'll try to go through the second half a little faster, except I want to make sure you see the pages from the kit, how pretty they are. Like, this is how it prints out. This almost looks like maybe you think I put a flower on here, but I didn't. That is how it prints out, just so pretty like that. So another page from the kit here. This is a pretty page from the kit. The second half of that vintage card that I showed you, the paper card, in the back of the card, and a page from the kit. This is like, looks like ledger paper here, and this is from the kit. Isn't that pretty? And then here is scrapbook paper that I put a little flower from the kit, and this piece is from the kit also as a tag. I made kind of like a big tab here. And that folds out, and here I've got just, this was a pretty piece of stationery from my stash, which I thought went well with this kit. There's like a little decorated envelope with kind of, this kind of looked Victorian to me. It's a little, like a little cherub on here, and then the stationery matches with the little florals and the cherub, so I just thought that would be fun for someone to have fun with in here. So that's in that flip over or fold out. And so the back half of the envelope here with a piece from the kit on this side, decorated with a piece from the kit, an old book page, and a piece of old trim right here. And this is from the kit too up here. And then in here I've got a journaling card. This one looks like it has a gate, like a Victorian gate on it, or a door. Just so pretty. There's the back of that one. And then here we've got this is a page from the kit. This is the old trim that I was showing you that you can see from the side when the book is closed. And up here, I want to show you this little, it's a garment pin. I just want to hold it a little close because these little beads are so small. And there's 3 little kind of like pearl bead dangles on there. And those are from, I have some vintage jewelry in my shop, my Etsy shop. And I had bought these to sell in my shop, a pair of earrings with these, and they're old, they're vintage. And I brought them home. I was going to put them in my shop, and then it's like the clasp was they're not. I don't think they weren't pierced. They're like a hinge on there, and it wasn't holding on to the ear. It was a loose hinge, so felt like I couldn't sell it as a pair of earrings in my shop. So I ended up taking them apart. They have so many little pearls on there that I took all the little pearls off, and I'm using them as bead dangles. So, and the pearl look just seemed to go so well with this whole shabby, vintage, Victorian look of this journal. So I've got a couple of those in here. You'll see one in the second signature too. So we'll just finish out this first signature with this pretty back page. And then I start the second signature with another beautiful page from the kit. And this one says Hotel Burgundy. It's the menu, the French menu with the florals. Just so pretty. And then you can see as we go through, coffee dyed paper with the wide lace, the pink doily, page from the kit. On the back half of this one I have a pocket. And in here, tag with the pretty lace, pink lace. This is I love this, the kind of edging on here. I did kind of like a fussy cut on that. And that's the menu again, the French menu for Hotel Burgundy. And it's just dress and everything, and it just came out so pretty. And so that can be used as a decoration, a journaling card. And then here's another postcard. It's so pretty. And then another piece of that ledger paper, the pink and blue ledger paper I put in that pocket. And then here's the envelope in the back second signature, decorated with a piece from the kit, some of that vintage trim. And then here's the back of this half of the envelope, some florals from the kit, and this is from the kit. And then I have a journaling card in here. Very pretty. And then here's a little piece of flower here I have fussy cut and put on this scrapbook paper from my stash. A page from the kit. Pink lined paper. And page from the kit. And then this is a card. And this matched, and you'll see the back half is really even prettier than this one. And then this half. Page from the kit, and coffee dyed paper. Page from the kit here. I love this floral border here. So pretty. And this is some of my stationery from my stash that I coffee dyed on the back. And here we're approaching the center of this signature. We've got pretty florals here. 2 pages again of scrapbook paper zigzag stitched together. And a piece from the kit here decorating this pocket with the doily, and also the doily here, and a piece from the kit. And I don't think I mentioned it in the first half, but I've got silver beads on the strings in both signatures. So they're right there, silver beads. And let me just show you what I've done with this center. This one is, and I have to take the paper clip off. There's a paper clip right here. But what I've done is these are pages from the kit, and so I've sewed them on. They're both sewed on at the top, and then they flip up. So you can kind of have a secret stash under here, or do some secret journaling and tuck your journaling cards under there, or paper, whatever you want. But there's just this little secret hiding place behind these papers, and they just slip right out of those pockets. So, and then those pages are so pretty too. And then in those pockets, I just have some journaling cards, that one. And here's a really pretty one here. And then these two pieces. I love all the different shapes. A little oval one with a little bit of pink lace there. And then we have postcard here with journaling card and another little journaling card, and then let me get those in there. Here we go. And then a matching, I pulled this out of my stash, a little bridge tally card that I thought went well in here. And it's a vintage one. I have found a good deal on a bunch of vintage tally cards. So I put one of those in there. This is a pretty piece of stationery that I have from my stash that I put in here. This is, looks like embroidery. And it even has a little raised edge right here that feels like it's sewn, but it's just, you know, printed. But it's so cool because it looks and almost feels like embroidery. So that's just a piece of stationery that I have tucked in there to have fun with. A tag with some of that pretty lace. And then this pocket is really pretty too. And then another journaling card. So lots of pretty ephemera and pockets in here. A flip out piece of stationery that I have for my stash with the florals and the lattice look. A pretty page from the kit. Coffee dyed paper here. And then this is a pretty page from the kit. That's that like door or gate. It's so pretty. And then here's the other half of the card that I was talking about. And it just has these pretty flowers on the flap here that I thought went so well with this whole look of this journal. And then I put a pretty little piece of note paper in here. And here's the other side of that card with a matching flower. And then this is another page from the kit. And this one has like ledger paper on it. And then I've put a piece of that old vintage trim here. And another little, I won't hold it up this time, but it's got a safety pin with 3 of those little pearly beads from the earring, the vintage earring. So that's on there. Pink lined paper. A page from the kit. And then here I've just got some more stationery behind this flip. This is the scrapbook paper. And then just some pretty stationery with them pretty flowers on there. And it has a matching envelope, so that's in there for someone to have fun with. And then we're almost at the back. Here's the other half of the envelope in the back half in the second signature with a journaling card. This one is really cool. It looks like ledger paper with florals. And then this envelope is decorated on this side with a vintage book page, a floral from the kit. Here's this piece right here is from the kit, and this is from the kit with backed with book page and some doily trim here. Okay, and then this is from the kit. Some pink doily coffee dyed paper here. And then we're at the back, and it ends with this really pretty page here. Isn't that pretty with the black? And that went so well with the black on the inside of the covers here. Just so pretty. And then I have on the pocket just some more florals here on the cover, this part, and on the pocket. And then this is another piece of like ledger looking ephemera journaling card. So it's nice to have those lines. I like that. And then another journaling card. And then this is an envelope. And let me just show you the front. And here's, it has a little floral right here. And then this, the back is so pretty. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It almost looks coffee dyed. I did distress it on the edges, but the rest of it is the color that it printed out from the kit. It's so cool. So that's it. I have pretty much told you everything except for that it has, I think it has at least 60 pages. It might have a few more, but yeah, at least 60 pages. So that means 120 fronts and backs, and it's 5.5 by 7.5, and actually it's a little over 5.5 by 6.5. I'll show you on the ruler real quick so you can see exactly the size here. So here's the 5.5, so it's just a little tiny bit over. And the same thing with the 7.5, just a little bit over. Here's a 7.5, and then just a little bit over. So it's about, actually, it's a 7.75. Yes, so that's it, and I thank you for watching today, and I hope you enjoyed it. I just love the whole look of it here. You can see the lace and the kind of florals peeking out on the side, and it's just so pretty. So I will let you go, but I want to thank Tina for choosing me for her design team, and I thank everybody for watching tonight, and I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed working with this kit, and again, it's the Blossom Blush. So everybody have a good night, and I'll see you next time. Good night.